When it comes to social media, we are quickly becoming a click, follow, and swipe up kind of a crowd. But do you ever wonder, stuff posted from the Instagram influencers you follow is organic content? Do they even like what they're pushing? Attorney for online business owners, Brittany Rattell, is joining me to share tips to be an educated Instagram browser. Brittany, it's great to see you.
Great to see you again too, Brooke.
I guess this is what we want: control. We want to feel like we're in charge of what we're taking in a little bit more, even though we're kind of all just victims to the feed, right?
Right, the algorithm, right? Whether we like it or not.
Well, let's jump into this first scenario. We see a post with a swipe up feature. You may be tempted to purchase. It comes from someone you've followed for a while or you respect and admire from a distance. You point out it's becoming harder to tell if it's an ad or not.
Right. Yeah. So technically, if anyone is sharing information about a product or service and there's some sort of relationship between them and what they're recommending, they're supposed to disclose. That's what the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, tells us.
Oh, so that's a legal technicality. How are they supposed to let you know that? How are they supposed to communicate that relationship?
Yeah, the magic words that the FTC has given their blessing to are using ad, sponsored, or affiliate, with or without the hashtag. It's actually not a requirement. Them just to kind of set it apart.
But I should see sponsored or ad within that post. And even just an agreement, like an exchange agreement, not even a monetary exchange, but even any sort of a working relationship, they should disclose that.
If they're getting a discount, if there's some sort of special deal, something's getting comped, even free product with a wink, wink, nod, nod, and the reason they're getting product. If there's any kind of relationship that would impact you as a consumer, the job is for someone to disclose that. So you have all the information you need to make a good purchasing decision.
All right. As a consumer, I've just kind of slipped into the default mode of like, if they're talking about it, there's some sort, there's something, right? There's some
something
10%
going on.
off,
Yeah,
there's some free product, there's something.
Totally. The kind of the test I like to use is like a grandma test. Would a grandma understand that the reason why you're talking about what you're talking about is because you're getting something out of it. It's not just out of the goodness of your heart.
So you're pushing people to more transparency, like be a little more transparent.
I think it's good to err. I don't think we should be afraid to tell people that, hey, this is how I'm paying for my content. This is how I'm just like a magazine. There's editorial and there's ads, and this is how I get to offer value to you is I got to pay the bills.
Recently, Kim Kardashian was in the news for not being completely transparent about an affiliate relationship of some sort, even though I understand she did put hashtag ad in the post. Walk us through that.
Yeah, this one was a little different because Kim was promoting a cryptocurrency, and crypto is a little different. It's actually considered a security right now by the SEC. There's, of course, lawyers who are arguing about that. But because that was considered a security, there's a heightened level of regulation and compliance. So what she needed to do was to tell people exactly how much she was getting paid to promote that crypto. She didn't.
All right, marching down this path towards smarter consumerism and smarter sharing on social media. Another issue you're seeing on Instagram, reposting other people's videos. A lot of people will do it and then tag the creator. Is that enough?
You know, it's okay if you're using an in-app feature, always okay to share, and like post something, like share it with the little paper airplane to your feed. That's totally okay. It's a courtesy to tag someone because then it's easier for them to see it and maybe repost that as well. What's never okay is screenshotting or using a repost tool without permission from the creator.
So you want to verbally, or at least through a text, reach out and get that
At least a
permission.
DM, an email, especially if you are a brand, there's a heightened level of compliance that you need to have. You need to make sure you have the rights before you share that media.
Yeah. In traditional media or business marketing, we know that someone's logo is usually off limits. Talk to me about how that applies to social media, kind of this new world of marketing.
Right. Yeah. You can share someone's logo. It just can't be in a way that's misleading to the consumer, as if you were saying, hey, this is a source indicator. So if you're going to sell a new Copper Rose insulated mug, I recommend you don't put Stanley's logo or something that looks suspiciously like it on the actual product.
Yeah, yeah. Another interesting story happened last week. Apple used a hashtag on Twitter. Many people in Utah are familiar with. They posted hashtag take note. It's a slogan we've come to know for our Utah Jazz. Talk us through this scenario. How did it happen? How did it all turn out?
Right. They use what's called a hash flag on Twitter, which means that there's special animation and emojis, and then there's content aggregation that's linked to that. It looks like it was just an oversight on Apple's part. Their marketing team didn't clear this through legal and certainly didn't look to see if there was any trademark owners or anything else. It looks like it's innocuous. The business owners are still friends. They're the CEO, so there's probably not going to be a lawsuit over it. But it's a good reminder that you should always take care before you take note, especially if you're using branding that belongs to someone else.
What can you copyright? Can you copyright a hashtag?
You can if the underlying text could be trademarked. So if the underlying text is too descriptive or is a word, that someone else's. So if you want to trademark hashtag just do it, you're going to have a problem because Nike's already locked that down.
Maybe don't go down that legal path. My current social media beef right now, you want to be my therapist and my lawyer at the same time?
Exactly. It's all part of the package.
I wish people would stop videoing other people at the gym without permission. I don't know if there's a legality there, and then posting it on social media.
Yeah, that actually could be. It would probably hinge on whether there's an expectation of privacy. If there's so if you're in a public place, you usually kind of have a license to be able to record people in media. But the question of the gym would be, especially maybe where in the gym, and certainly what you're doing with that footage. If you're sharing it and doing something commercially, you should have a model release. So I would say not okay.
Oh my gosh, thank you for validating me. Both as my therapist and a lawyer. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Solving problems all day, every day.
That's what you do. That's what you do. Great insight. Where can we find more advice from you?
Connect with me on Instagram. I'm at Brittany Rattell. That's where my creatives are. Whether you're a brand or a browser, would love to hear from you there.
You help women and other business owners stay smart in the work that they do, and we're grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.